Is capitalism sexy? Is there anything that isn't for sale? Is there anything that isn't for sale? Is capitalism sexy?
Is there anything that's not for sale? Can beauty be bought?
Everything has a price.
Is capitalism sexy? Is free market the same thing as freedom? Hi, welcome to Plants, Painting, and Poetry. Today we are here with Rick Bursky, poet. And welcome to Plants, Painting, and Poetry. Today we are here with Rick Bursky. Is there anything that's not for sale? Poet and professional admin. Can beauty be bought?
Everything has a price.
Capitalism sexy? Is there anything that isn't for sale?
Is there anything that's not for sale? Is capitalism sexy? Hi, welcome to Plants, Painting, and Poetry. Today we are here with Rick Bursky, beauty be bought? Poet
Everything
and
has a
professional
price.
admin. Is there anything that's not for sale? Is capitalism sexy? Hi, welcome to Plants, Painting, and Poetry. Today we are here with Rick Bursky, poet and professional admin. Is capitalism sexy? Is there anything that's not for sale? Free market. Hi, welcome to Plants, Painting, and Poetry. Today we are here with
Everything
Rick
has a price.
Bursky, poet and professional admin. Hi, welcome to Plants, Painting, and Poetry. Today we are here with Rick Bursky, poet and professional admin. Hi, Rick.
Hi.
Would you like to take a seat?
I guess so.
So, hi. So with Plants, Painting, and Poetry today, we're discussing neoliberalism, a system of economics that was brought to us by Margaret Thatcher and Ronald Reagan to prevent stagnation or create the 1%, however you want to look at that. So we're going to begin by asking Rick a few personal questions. The first one is, Rick, how did you become an ad man?
When I got out of the Army, I went to college to be a photographer, and I went to a school, Art Center College of Design, which kind of funnels all of the photographers into advertising. So I was a photographer for a little bit, but I wanted to be the person who had the ideas as opposed to be the person who just executed the visuals. So I went back to school at night and learned to become a copywriter.
Very good. So, is free market the same thing as freedom?
Not in the least. Ask the people who work in the sweatshop how free they feel. I guess you want me to elaborate. It's free for some people, not for others. It's not a level playing field. Depends where you start from. Your silence I'll just take as agreement.
We're sorry, your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Can beauty be bought?
Everything has a price. And if you think of beauty in a traditional sense, there's plastic surgeons. They could probably even make me look good. And then I just happened to see today in the news that an Edward Hopper painting went for $91.5 million. It was a beautiful painting, but $91.5 million? Wow.
We're sorry, your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Is there anything that isn't for sale?
Is there anything that's not for sale?
Absolutely not. Everything has a price. If someone says the answer is no, well, you haven't hit the right price yet. People, property, opinions, justice. Well, justice is very much for sale. We've seen that time and time again. Even armies are for sale, wars are for sale, religion's for sale. I'm for sale. Would you like to make me an offer?
sexy.
Is capitalism sexy?
Oh, absolutely. Take a walk down Rodeo Boulevard Rodeo Avenue, in Beverly Hills, Wall Street. A lot of sexy people, well-dressed, fancy cars. That's pretty damn sexy.
Do you have any final thoughts or words for us?
No, I decided to be succinct today.
How did you become a poet then?
Well, I was always insecure as a copywriter because my degree was in art, not in English. So I once read many books on becoming a writer, and one of them said the best writers were poets. No one paid attention to language and writing like a poet. Didn't think anything of it until a famous poet died, and they read his work on the radio, and I was impressed, and it wasn't about love, and it didn't rhyme. So I figured I would torture myself and take a poetry class, which I did at UCLA Extension. The class was in the basement of a church on Wilshire Boulevard. On the very first night, the teacher was Austin Strauss, and he read us two poems, Death of the Ball Turret Gunner by Randall Jarrell, and Hard Rock Returns to Prison from the Hospital for the Criminally Insane by Etheridge Knight. He read us those poems, and all of a sudden there was a tap on my shoulder, and I turned around, and it was God. Honestly, it was God. He was right there. I turned around, and I looked at him, and he said, now you know why I put you on earth, to become a poet. And my entire life changed. When God taps you on the shoulder and tells you something, you got to kind of pay attention. Are you waiting for him to come tap you on the shoulder?
I got you a plant.
I was hoping you were going to get me a poetry.
Thank you for coming.
You are very welcome.
Go away.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much. That was Plants, Painting, and Poetry.